Surprise, surprise. I know I said that I was not going to be doing these live trainings anymore, but maybe I just missed you guys. And I also had some extra time this evening. So I wanted to jump on and go ahead and see how much time I had to go ahead and plan your April content. So usually, as you guys know, I come on here live to plan an entire month worth of content in less than an hour. We create a monthly workbook that goes along this training that you can download. I did link the workbook in the description of this live, so you can go ahead and download that for free. There's also some stock photos that we included that are kind of spring themed, so you can go ahead and get that free workbook. I'm going to go through that workbook today to help you plan your April content. So let me get my notes. Say hello if you're here. If you can see me, I'm going to go ahead and check that everything looks good. If you could say hello and give me a heads up that everything looks good, that would be helpful. And my computer is a little bit slow. All right. Looks like we're good. So, hey, Jen. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in and talk about how to plan your April content. So like I said, make sure to download the workbook. The link is in the description of this post. It is free, so you can check that out. And I will show you what it looks like right here. So here's the workbook. Like I said, we do these every single month, so you can download it for free, and it has an entire month of content ideas that you can use for your business. Now, these can be used for any type of business. It doesn't matter if you sell skincare or you're a bookkeeper or you're an attorney. You can tailor these different ideas to your business. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to do that and why to do that, but make sure that you grab that April workbook. Like I said, it's free. So I actually recently had someone ask me why incorporating these themes and holidays can be important to their business. And the reason is that it helps to establish your personal brand, and it gives you relevant and timely content to attract your ideal customer. So for example, in April, people are thinking of spring cleaning. Like, who's doing spring cleaning out there? Our house is actually under construction right now. We're remodeling 3 bathrooms at the same time. I know, we're crazy. So I'm itching to spring clean, but I can't quite spring clean because our house is covered in dust every day. But a lot of us are thinking about spring cleaning. But what would spring cleaning have to do with your business, say, if you sell skincare or if you are a bookkeeper? And really, if you think outside the box a little bit, you can actually come up with a ton of ideas that would be relevant to your business. So for example, let's say you sell skincare. You could publish a guide that teaches your audience how to spring clean their skincare or their beauty routine. Talk about, ingredients that go bad or not as effective after they've been in your cupboard for a while and why they should spring clean those items. So it's giving you an opportunity to have a conversation with your audience that is not necessarily sales related, because you are offering value and you're helping them. So let's say you are a bookkeeper. You can give your followers the tools to spring clean their finances and get their finances for their business in order, because I don't know about you, but I am feeling the pain of tax season. Like, tell me in the comments if you are hating tax season right now, because as a business owner, it can be a pain to do your taxes at the end of the year. So as a bookkeeper, this is a perfect time to talk about your services, because we are all feeling that pain right now. So publish a guide on how to help your audience not feel that pain at this time of year. So you're teaching them how to spring clean their finances so that we are not coming to tax season and tearing our hair out trying to find all of our receipts that are everywhere. So seasonal topics and these silly holidays, they give you an opportunity to talk about what you do in your business without being salesy. And it keeps your topics relevant to what your ideal client is experiencing right now. And it helps to keep you top of mind. And these are just two small examples of why taking timely and relevant content will help you establish your personal brand and attract your ideal clients, and then converting them into paying customers. And that's why it's important to use other methods and other content to market your business. It's not all about your products and your services all the time. When you create content that shows your personality, it elevates your brand as a whole. Remember, when it comes to business, people buy from people they know, like, and trust, and you need a strong personal brand to set yourself apart and build that trust with your customers. So when people come to me and they'll tell me, Nina, these ideas are cute, they're really nice, but these silly prompts, they don't really have to do with my business. Or even I've had a couple people look at our Content Assist product, which provides you images to use for your business every month. And they say, these images of pancakes or flowers have nothing to do with my business. And, really they are not thinking on a personal branding level. They are not seeing the big picture, because marketing your business is not about marketing your products and services all the time. It's about marketing you, because you are your brand. Your products and services are what you offer, but you are your brand. So that's why, a photo of potted flowers can be relevant to your business, even if you are a bookkeeper, because it helps you stand out. It gives you something else to talk about that gives your audience a chance to relate to you, instead of just seeing, oh, another business just talking about her products and services again. Okay. So that's why, photos of pancakes and flowers can actually be relevant to a business, even though you don't sell pancakes or flowers. Okay. So I will get off my tangent there, and let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on in April. And like I said, you can go ahead and you can download this workbook for free. There is a link in the description of this post. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in. So the month of April, so all of these dates that are in here can be found at nationaldaycalendar.com, or like I said, you can download this workbook and get them. So we have the National Month of Hope, the National Canine Fitness Month, National Poetry Month. There's a lot of different months in here. And again, you're probably thinking, what are some ideas that I can use that I can apply to my business? So let's look at National Poetry Month. How could poetry have to do with your business? I have a friend, and she and her brothers used to challenge each other to write haikus. And they would come up with these really funny little things, because if you've ever written a haiku before, they're very short, and they could be really fun. So why not write a little haiku about your business? Or challenge your followers to write a haiku about your business and teach them what a haiku is and how to write it. And it could be a really fun interactive post and a fun way to get to know your audience. We also have a couple other things in here. National Garden Month, National Humor Month. You could tell a joke that has to do with your business. I know there's a lot of lawyer jokes out there. You could tell a funny joke about your business and ask your followers to share a funny joke with you. Keep America Beautiful Month. Are there ways that you contribute in your community? Maybe you could challenge your followers to going out and doing something to keep their community beautiful, or maybe you're just planting flowers, or you bring flowers to somebody that's keeping your community beautiful. So another one would be National Decorating Month or National Inventors Month. I really like National Inventors Month because it could give you the opportunity to talk about an inventor in your area or in your industry. So you could talk about, the inventor of QuickBooks. I don't know why I keep talking about bookkeepers, probably because I've been doing taxes. So if there's somebody, tell me what your business is, and I'll throw out some ideas for that. So put what kind of business you have in the comments, so I have other ideas here. But National Inventors Month, you could talk about, maybe you're a realtor, and you could talk about when, indoor plumbing was invented and the history of indoor plumbing, or when, range stoves were invented, or whoever invented your product that you sell, you could talk about that. So Another one would be Stress Awareness Month. So you could talk about how you handle stress in your business, or maybe you help your clients manage their stress, whether you're a therapist or maybe you teach fitness or diet, because all of those things can impact our stress levels. Maybe you are a VA, you're a virtual assistant. You can talk about how your services help alleviate the stress of small business owners. We have a wonderful virtual assistant. Her name is Ashley, and she has definitely relieved a lot of my stress. So go through these and see if there's anything that you can think of that you can relate back to your business, and think out of the box with these. All right. Remember, these brainstorms, I like to keep them interactive. So like I said, tell me what kind of business you have, put it in the comments. Even if you're watching this on the replay, I would love to see your comments. I always come back and check them. And I would love to hear what ideas you are coming up with, because I think it would help the other people here as well. All right, so let's move on. We're going to look at the weeks in April. And you guys, I do have to hop off of here in about 25 minutes. So I'm going to go through this quickly as I can, because I jumped on kind of unplanned. So we have National Library Week, Spring Astronomy Week. I love the Astronomy Week because my daughter loves the stars. We have some stars in her room. I know we have some booksellers that follow us here. So if you have books that talk about the stars, you could talk about, you know, the books, and maybe record a video of you going outside and talking to your kids about the stars and astronomy and how they loved to read and learn from that book that you have and that you sell. Sky Awareness Week. So, you know, this would be on, you know, helping the environment. National Sleep Awareness Week. I know as an entrepreneur, I probably don't get enough sleep. So you could talk about, you know, how important getting sleep is to your routine, or maybe you have a routine that you use at night that you could share with your audience that helps you sleep better. Or maybe you sell essential oils, so you could talk about, you know, the oils that help people sleep better at night. So again, a lot of ideas that you can come up with from this topic. Now let's go ahead and hop on to the days. I know Easter is on, can you believe it's on Sunday? I need to finish getting stuff to fill up my daughter's Easter basket. And I try not to give her candy. So if you guys have any ideas that are not candy to stick in Easter baskets, I would love to see that. So tell me in the comments what you put in your kids' Easter baskets that are not, that's not candy. Okay. So let's look at these days. We've got Easter, which is on the 1st. We have National Find a Rainbow Day. I really love this because you could talk about how, you know, what rainbows make you feel and how relate it back to your business, that maybe one day you were driving home and you saw a rainbow and you were inspired, and that's why you started your business, because you got an inspiration that you wanted to spend more time with your kids or something like that. National Handmade Day. I know we have a lot of Etsy sellers that follow us. So, you know, you could talk about your process of how you hand make your products. I know, Annie, if you're here, that you make beautiful pottery. So you could talk about, you know, your pottery and why you make it and the love that goes into it and the thought process behind it and all of the, you know, the steps that you have that you go into to make it. Andrea, you're here. You are here. So you could talk about that. National No Housework Day. I love that day. National Picnic Day, National Talk Like Shakespeare Day. There are just a ton of days in here. Like I said, I am a little pressed for time today because I didn't plan this. So I'm going to kind of swoop through these, but look through these and see if there are days that you can relate back to your business. All right, so let's talk about April Thought Starters. So think about the content that you can create around these topics that are relevant in April. Remember, you have to think about the challenges and the state of mind that your ideal client is in this month. So how can you help them solve their problems? Think about your business goals for this month. So are you launching a new product? Are you hosting an event? How can you create content that addresses the needs and challenges of your ideal client while still promoting your product or service in order to reach those goals? So you want to tie together seasonality and relevancy, but also your business goals. So you need to make sure that those things are working together when you're creating content for your business. The next thing that I want you to do is commit to how often you're going to show up online and stick to it. We don't do it anymore, but we used to do the free live training every Thursday, and we really got a following going, and it was really great. Unfortunately, I can't sustain that as me right now, but I actually had a couple of people reach out because they were so trained to come watch our trainings every week that they had missed our training. So we trained people to show up every week. We still publish a blog post every week. And so we are creating free content every week. So you have to train your followers that you show up online, whether it's every day or every week with content. That could even be an e-newsletter. You do an Instagram story. Just showing up regularly and creating consistent content is going to move the needle in your business. You can also repurpose your content. So as you go through these ideas, like I talked about earlier with spring cleaning, you can repurpose it for your different channels. So maybe you do a Facebook Live and then you write a blog post that came out of your Facebook Live and then you post a picture on Instagram. So you don't have to come up with separate ideas for every platform that you're on. You can just repurpose that content to be specific to that platform. So maybe you could create a 15 to 30 second video teaser for your Facebook Live that you're hosting later in the week. You could do an Instagram story for it. So really think about all of the different ways that you can use the content that you are creating. So tell me, I know I kind of ran through this quickly, but tell me if you got any good ideas from this brainstorm. I know I jumped through it really quickly. If you had any aha moments, and make sure that you get the guide, because this guide is going to help you come up with those ideas and kind of spur that creativity. So I want you guys to make sure to get that. So before I got started, I wanted to ask you a question, and I forgot to ask it, but I wanted to see, why creating content interests you and maybe what your struggles are with creating content. Is it consistency? Is it getting started with content? Is it you have a bunch of ideas, but you really don't know how to use them? Put in the comments what your challenges are. And even if you're watching this on the replay, because like I said, I come back and take a look, but tell me what your challenges are with creating content. Because really, I am a firm believer in quality over quantity. And I know how overwhelming that it can get with creating content every week. And a lot of people will just be like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to post today. And they'll sit down and they'll be like, I'm just going to snap a photo of my coffee mug and call it a day. And there's not a lot of thought behind that. You want to make sure that, you are planning your content. So getting workbook guides like the one that we put out monthly and using that to plan out your content every month so that you can create that content that is quality and it's consistent and it has purpose. Like I talked about earlier, you are tying together the relevancy, the seasonality to your business goals. Tons of ideas, but how to release them, want to keep free, want to hold back, what to only release in a paid program, etc. Connie, I feel you. I struggle with the same thing. I have a lot of ideas, but how to release them, keep free, hold back. So some really good advice that I actually got from somebody in this business space about what to keep free and what to hold back is that you tell people the what and the why, but you don't talk about the how. The how is what your paid content teaches people. So with this, for example, I talk about, why you need to create content. You need to create content because it helps elevate your brand. You need to be consistent. I do give ideas on, how to create content, but if you want to go deeper with creating content, the how, the step-by-step of how to create content, those are in my paid program. So we have a Facebook course, and then we have our Content Assist program that actually gives people the content. But you talk about the what and the why, and then you pull back the how for the paid content. But Connie, that's absolutely something that I have struggled with in my business. I tend to give away a lot. And sometimes I have to remind myself that I have to feed my family. I have to make money also. So it is a struggle with that. So speaking of that today, I plan out our content monthly. I look at things at like the holidays and the product launches and the seasonality that I talked about. And that way my content is relevant to the headspace that my audience is in. So we publish a blog post every single week. I do bonus content. I do the content planners. I've heard that we'll put on a Post-it note and place it on my laptop. I know I have Post-its all over too of things that I need to remember. So publishing consistently is really, really important. I send out an email to our people on our newsletter so that they get our content. So make sure you sign up for our e-newsletter because I send out content weekly, even though I'm not going to be doing these trainings every single week. So you want to make sure you sign up for that. If you have signed up to get the content planner, you will be on our email list and you will get that content every single week. So I want to talk a little bit about creating content, and I'm going to share my screen. Oops, don't look at my messy desktop, please. I want to talk a little bit about how to use stock photography for your business and how it can help to elevate your brand, like I talked about earlier. Like, what does a potted flower have to do with my business if I'm a bookkeeper? So I get a lot of questions like, why do I need stock photography? And why can't I just use my own photos? And why do I need content that somebody else has created? And we wrote a blog post about it. I will link to it when I finish, but photos are a really, really important part of your online image. And as a small business owner myself, I know how difficult it is to budget time and money to get photography or visual content for your business. So even if, we do a branded photo shoot about twice a year, but we quickly run out of those photos after, a few months because we're creating content. We're posting on Instagram and Facebook every day. And that's, 10 different images that I need every single week. That's impossible for me to pay for branded photography to be able to fill that gap. So some things that we, kind of recommend are using stock photography, which is why we created our Content Assist product, because you not only get stock photos, you get 30 stock photos every single month, and you actually get 2 video-like gifts every month, which I really love because movement is going to help stop the scroll. But you get these photos that you can use every month in different ways. And I kind of wanted to show you some of the different ways that we've been using them, some of the different ways that our students that are already using the Content Assist product are using them. So you can use them on social media. And that's kind of the obvious answer of how to use stock photography. But for example, you could use it as a Facebook header, just so you have a really nice polished look on your Facebook page with a nice photo that looks professional. Thank you. I know you I'm so happy when I hear people love Content Assist. So thank you. So you can use it as a Facebook header. You can add, your tagline there, the name of your business, your logo, you can alter them in any way that you want. You can use it for a Facebook post. So you can add a graphic here. So lucky you, now booking free consultations, and it has the little the horseshoe there. So again, somebody might be like, what does a horseshoe have to do with business? Well, it's a way to stop the scroll. They say, lucky you and a horseshoe. What is that? Oh, I get a free consultation. Cool. And then it'll go along with the content that you write in the post. Another way that you can use it, and you guys, I am loving Pinterest right now. I talked about Pinterest a couple of weeks ago, but Pinterest, you guys, is not really a social network. I just want to give you some breathing room right there to absorb that. It is a search engine. So I really love Pinterest. With all of the Facebook stuff that's happening right now, we are diversifying a lot of what we do. So I love Pinterest right now. Well, Pinterest is visual. You have to have beautiful images that will catch the eye on Pinterest, because Pinterest is visual. So you have to have beautiful images. So this is one of our Content Assist images, and you can see there's an overlay here, Bookkeeping 101, how to organize your business finances like a boss, learn more. So it's a beautiful, nice image. It looks professional. It'll stand out on Pinterest for people to click over to your website or your free content that you're offering. So, and Pinterest, you guys, You have to post a lot on Pinterest. We post about 5 to 10 different pins per blog post that we publish. So that's 10 different images that we have to think about. That's a lot of stock photography. And when it comes to stock photography, the free photography that's out there, so many people are using it that you are not going to stand out. Now, we are a boutique business. We are not selling thousands of these. So you are still going to stand out with these images because it's going to be very unlikely that someone else is going to be using the same image. So that's just a note. Also, there, the other stock photo products out there, there's some really beautiful photos out there, but they're really getting saturated. I had somebody tell me the other day that they can only stand so much glitter and rose gold and peonies. So we have really taken the initiative to make these photos really approachable and to look polished. Like maybe you could have actually taken these photos, but they look a little bit more polished. You can use them for Instagram stories. So in Canva, that's canva.com, you can create Instagram story graphics, which will kind of make your Instagram stories look a little bit more polished. You'll see that we actually go between sometimes having Instagram story graphics and sometimes video. And sometimes I just use the Instagram tool. So there are different things you can do there, but you can use these images to create that. You can even use these images on your website. So this is an opt-in example. So sign up and get our 50 blog topics checklist. So again, it just kind of makes your website look a little bit more polished with these professional photos. You can use them on your blog. Blog posts that use images actually get 94% more total views. That's 94%. That is a huge number. That is a game-changing number. So you want to make sure that if you are creating blog posts that you are including images with your blog post. So this one, the best cleaning products for every kind of mess, a natural cleaning guide. You can use that there. So these are just kind of the different ways that you can use stock photography in your business. These are a couple more examples of the photos that we have used in past subscriptions with Content Assist. So if you're interested in Content Assist, it's $20 a month. You get 30 images every single month that are original images. We create them, like I said, and we create them to be approachable. They're not all rose gold and glitter. We try to be a little bit more approachable and polished and kind of stand out from all of the other stock photography products out there. So you get 30 images, you get 2 gift-like videos, and then you actually get content prompts and captions that go along with the photos to help you create your social media posts every single month. So for $20, essentially you're getting almost all of your social media content done. So I would pay $20 for someone to do my social media for me. So I think it's a good deal. So these are just some other examples of some photos and then different ways that you can use them. Quote images are really popular on social media. So you can create quote images. You can create, images to thank your followers and wish them well for a holiday. This is a caption sample. And so we write these captions so that you can customize them and personalize them for your business. So you would say something like, spring is my favorite time of year. It means spring training in Arizona. I can spend spring break with my daughter, and I get to teach business owners about how to grow their audience online or something like that. So you kind of personalize it. So you're telling people a little something about yourself, where your business is located, something about your business and something personal. So you get that know, like, and trust factor. And you're also creating content that helps people relate to you without being overly salesy. And then what do you love most about spring? So that is inviting your audience to engage with you. So we really write those to help you build that know, like, and trust factor and really elevate your brand. And these are prompt samples. So these are kind of just ideas. It's like our content calendar on steroids. So we put these prompts along with the photos. So this one talking about what's on your bedside table. This went with a photo of a nightstand. And so it's kind of giving you ideas on how you can personalize it for your business. So bye, Connie. Thank you for stopping by. So these are the things that come with Content Assist. So You can check that out if you want. It's on our website. Like I said, it's $20 a month. And actually, if you purchase at the yearly subscription level, it's $199, and you get the 30 images, the 2 videos, the captions and prompts. You get a content calendar, a content action guide, and then additionally, if you are a VIP member at the yearly level, you get access to our VIP group, which I have to hop into in a few minutes here. That you get personalized VIP service with me. I answer your questions, and then you actually get a free training, or well, you're paying for it. You get a training every single month. So the first month we did how to identify and find your ideal client. Last month we did how to define your personal brand. So we teach all sorts of different marketing topics to help you be a better marketer for your business, because that is so important. So like I said, it is only $20 a month. You basically get all of your content done every single month. You get the posts written by me and my team. You get the videos, the GIFs, the photos, and it's going to save you so much time. We actually had one of our students, she wrote to me after she subscribed, and she said that she knocked out 15 posts in an hour. Like, she was like, this is incredible. Actually, I think I have her testimonial down here. So this is a great deal. I knocked out 15 scheduled posts in about an hour last night, thanks to the photos. I didn't use them all. And once I make room for some product industry posts, it was plenty. Content Assist is so helpful. I can't wait for next month's photos. And I am so excited for Content Assist. It really fills the gaps for me on social media. I don't have to spend hours and hours trying to figure out what to post and looking for the perfect photo. Thank you. So I hope you'll check it out. Like I said, for only $20 a month, you essentially get all of your content done every single month. It will eliminate the confusion, the overwhelm, and the frustration of creating content online. That's why we created it. We heard from you, from our followers, that creating content was such a stressful part of your business. And we wanted to create a product to alleviate that stress and that frustration of not knowing what to post, not knowing how to build your personal brand, not elevating your personal brand, not knowing, what to post that didn't have to do with your business all of the time. Because if you're just posting about your business all the time, that is when people stop listening, and then the algorithms get you because people are not engaging with you. So hopefully you found that helpful. If you have any questions at all, I would love to answer them. I do have to hop off of here real quick to jump into our VIP group for our VIP Content Assist members, and also our Facebook Formula for Direct Sales Success course members. So make sure if you have any questions, even if you're watching on the replay, I do always come back and answer questions. So hopefully you found this helpful. Make sure you get the free download and check out Content Assist. I would love to answer your questions. And thank you. I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening.